1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, what's up guys? It's the Hoodie Ninja TCG here again with another starter deck opening of the new Cardfight Vanguard GE Trial decks. This next one is Flower Maiden of Purity. It sounds really girly, but hold on. It's a pretty good deck for you new players out there, especially you guys. You guys probably immediately turned off to this deck. Its featured clan is Neo Nectar. No, don't turn off the video yet. It's not that bad. It's actually, this deck brings in a lot of stuff that makes Neo Nectar really good. Like they've been for the past couple of sets, but I think this deck really brings them back from that mediocrity of sorts. So, while I struggle to open... This is the entire reason I brought this knife, is to make these things easier to open, and yet they made them harder to open. Freaking triangle polygon design of new boxes. So let's just open this up and see what we get. So first things first, just like the Royal Paladin one, it's covered in plastic, and haha! I have defeated you, plastic! So first things first, you always get a starter guide in these starter decks, obviously. Why wouldn't they teach you how to play? It's got all the ins and outs of card fight, how to play. Ride and stride, a strong avatar to lead the battle. And it tells you about G's own and stride and stuff, and it is really complicated. And I may even, in fact, make another video to basically be like, hey, this is what this is. Because a lot of people are confused. You get this playmat too, which is really nice, and it gives you basically a rundown of all of the starter decks on the back, which I actually did not know and did not address in the last video. It's pretty cool. Key to Vanguard fight, and all this stuff. Don't forget, new set on sale. They will not let you forget that. And the Neo Nectar starter is obviously pink, orange, green, basically all colors of nature, obviously. So let's get down to opening this thing and see if maybe we get lucky, get a signed card, maybe, or I don't know. For new players who don't know, there is a chance that one of the grade 3s is signed by one of the artists of Bushy Road, which is pretty swell. I can't open things. Now, I can't say anything about people who open stuff. I mean, they struggle for plastic for hours. Now I know that feel. It's obviously just because I have a camera on. I open these no problem by myself. Alright, so first things first, put our trash in this corner over here. And we have the Stride unit, Flower Princess of Spring, Arborea. Oh, that's pretty neat looking. Her ability is that when this unit attack hits a Vanguard, you choose one of your rear guards, search your deck for up to one card with the same name as that unit, call it to rear guard, shuffle your deck, and that unit is called with this effect. It's plus 2,000 power until end of turn. Basically, it's ooh, we got one, guys. Look at the shiny. We got one. Basically, Neo Nectar's thing is you call a bunch of the same units a lot. And there's actually, in fact, a new unit that comes out in the second G set, which is what they're calling the booster sets now, that allows Neo Nectar to shuffle back in regular units back into their deck. But enough about the future. Let's talk about what's happening right now. So we've got this grade 3, which is obviously Generation Break 2, like all the main units of these new sets are. Shut up, air conditioner. Well, it's a she. I know gender. Or not. I mean, like, I can't judge you. Her Generation Break skill is pretty neat. It's all of your units get, during your turn, if you have a unit with the same name as this card on your Vanguard circle or rear guard circle, this unit gets plus 5,000 power. So basically, if I have 2 of her, let's just pick some of these grade ones. 2 of her. And let's just say one of this guy and, I don't know, this guy. All these units are getting plus 5,000 power, which is pretty swell because you're attacking for a lot of power. So let's go and see what this guy that I called here is. So this is Jungle Lord Dragon, and despite how awesome he sounds, he is just Counterblast 1. when it attacks for plus 3,000 power. He's not that exciting. Full Bloom Dragon is also not very exciting, but it's pretty neat. It has Generation Break 1. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, this unit gets plus 6,000 until end of that battle. This is to compensate for it being a 10k just by itself. And it gets, when it's placed on Vanguard Circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, search for 2 cards with the same name as your Vanguard or Rearguard from among them, call them to separate Rearguard, and shuffle your deck. So if I had an Aura Bloom Dragon, and one of the top 5 cards was of Aura Bloom Dragon, I could call another one. It's pretty cool. We've got Blossoming Maiden Sella, which is your generic 10k grade 2. We've got Grace Knight, which is your Generation Break attacker, which it basically becomes a 12k attacker when you've stridden at least once. Maiden of Gladiolus, that's an actual name. It has a Generation Break 1 ability. It has Counterblast 1. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, so it has to attack a Vanguard, and if this unit is boosted, it has to boost, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your other rearguards, search your deck for up to 1 card with the same name as that unit, call it to rearguard, and shuffle your deck. Basically, it gives you more of a oomph. It makes her ability a lot easier to use. And I think all my lights just dimmed, and that makes the video look poop. Okay, but we're going anyway. So, Cool Cute Kiwi spelled none of the words in its name right, but it is a special interceptor for this deck. It is a grade 2 that when you call it, well, not when you call it, when you intercept, which is from the field to the Guardian Circle, only grade 2s have this ability, it gets plus 5,000 shield. So it's pretty neat. It's useful. Let's just zoom in a bit right here, because there we go. It looks a bit better. So, next we've got Budding Maiden Diane. I can read, guys. She's your generic 8k booster, attacker, whatever. Coralberry Squire is like your grade 2 12k attacker, except he attacks for 10k, and he is just a grade 1. Meh. Gardener Elf, which is your, when it boosts the Vanguard, after you've shredded at least once, it gets the ability to, it gives your Vanguard plus 4,000 power, which basically boosts for 10. 100% orange, which is the best perfect guard in this entire set, or any set, I'm guaranteeing you, because it is so freaking adorable. Look at it. It's adorable. So perfect guards for new players who clicked on this video because they bought this trial deck is you place it on the Guardian Circle, you discard a card from your hand, your opponent's attacks just don't happen. Stop. Sucks for them. There's no more attack for them. Sucks. Hate it for you. There are certain cards that get around it, but we don't talk about those. Maiden of Safflower, because that's an actual flower. She's one of the newer units in this thing, or at least like the generic kind of units, how they work. When it's attacked, it gets plus 5,000 power until end of that battle. So basically, if your opponent rides to grade 1 and tries to attack you without a booster, they won't be hitting unless they have a trigger, which I like that. They're pretty neat. Spring Heralding Maiden Osu is your starter. She has Generation Break 1, and you counterblast 1 and put this unit into your soul after you stride. Choose one of your other grade 2 or less rearguards, search your deck for up to 1 card with the same name as that unit, call it your rearguard circle, and shuffle your deck. Now, before you get hype and like, oh, it's a free card of the roll palette. It's not. Because you have to have the thing on the field. Do not forget that. Don't stride and then put it into the soul and then have nothing on the field. You will be sad. Don't be sad. We've got Maiden of I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. It's a critical trigger. It's going to punch people in the face. We've got Heave Ho Turnip. I love Neonectar's design. Lavender Knight looks like he's doing drugs. Probably all of the cocaine. Fairy Light Dragon is your heal trigger. She's pretty good. I like it. And we have Maiden of Daybreak, which comes in shiny and not shiny varieties. Now, this stand trigger has a pretty good ability. Maiden of Daybreak, you at Generation Break 1, don't be doing this before you stride. Put this unit on top of your deck. When this unit is placed on Rearguard Circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your units. Choose up to 2 of your units with the same card name as that unit, and those units get plus 5,000 power. Shuffle your deck. So you lose a card from your hand, which is, it kind of sucks. But you're giving 2 things plus 5 on top of her plus 5. This deck slowly gets ridiculous at a certain period of time. So that was this deck. Thank you guys for watching. We got super lucky. The Neonectar hype. And don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you want to see more. Like if you like the video. Comment, tell me how I still can't read card names and how my air conditioner is dumb and probably won't let us hear anything from this video. So next time, I'll probably be opening the next trial deck, which is the Gear Chronicle set. And stay tuned and subscribe for the deck decks I'll be doing, which take all of these starter decks and smash 2 of them together and show how good they are as actual decks. So I will see you guys then.